welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah Pavan, an Olympian and beach volleyball world champion and a longtime professional indoor player.
And I'm Adam, former indoor player and coach, current beach volleyball coach, and most importantly, Sarah's husband.
We're at the end of set 1. Karasuno versus Seijo, the rematch. Karasuno had 2 set points. It is now 24-24, however. And Mad Dog has just been subbed in, knocked out Kindaichi to get that kill.
Do you think Kindaichi's going to be hurt?
I can't answer that for you.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Ask me about specific plays and matches and then you got me stumped. But like, stuff like that.
Fair enough.
So, looking to finish set 1 and continue on this battle.
If they lose set 1, it's going to be heartbreaking because they had 2 chances.
That's
like a
tough.
Defensive chance and a side out. That's a tough way to lose.
That's tough, yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
We just got to get after and see what happens. I still think they're going to win. The Destroyer as a title makes me a little nervous. But I hope that that's not insinuating Mad Dog's going to come in and ruin everything for them. But he seems pretty adamant.
Today we're watching season 2, episode 21, wow, of Haikyu called The Destroyer. So, yeah, like Adam said, let's just dive in. Let's see what happens, because I can't answer any of Adam's questions. So let's let the episode do the talking, okay? Season 2, episode 21 of Haikyu is coming right now.
Nobody saw that one coming.
Oh my gosh, here I was, it's 24-24, and I've seen this before!
Oh. That is gonna cause dissension in the team. Good. He's giving me Demon Slayer Inosuke vibes.
I'm like, Inwoka is a cutie pie from Nakoma.
Yeah, not what I was going for. Just like, if I'm stronger, I'm better. If I'm not, this is the pecking order.
That's a decent comparison. I swear, you guys know I've seen this before. Clearly, I'm not remembering all the details. So lay off me, just...
That seems like a pretty major detail, though.
Says the guy who can't remember the main character's names, so...
Yeah, names are one thing, events are another.
Okay, well, I'm clearly shocked.
I'm glad you're along for the shock ride as well, because I thought for sure that was 24-24.
So did I. Oh.
Keep swinging. Everybody's feeling a little tight.
Okay, it's a very high-risk serve.
Oh. That's a heck of an angle.
That I remember.
ブロックと向かい合う形になるとコースの選択肢はあるけど当然ブロックにぶち当たりやすくなるな。でも今ブロックの横から切り込むみたいに打ったわけよ。ライト側から右手で打つからこその極端なインナースパイクだな。
You can't do that consistently though, because you have no other options.
Exactly.
It'll be interesting to see if he keeps that approach.
But also, like, if you use your wrist, you can still hit that angle.
Yeah.
及川と岩泉のサーブが続くのは結構なプレッシャーだな。それに加えて強肩か。ダブルクイック。
いくら強肩でもそう何回も噛みついてこないからためらわず入ってきなって。打つのが金田一じゃないってちびちゃんにバレてたぞ。すいません。ちょっとビビりました。
Didn't want to get knocked out again.
I mean, that's fair.
Oh, nice
Nice
save.
receiver. 大丈夫か。大丈夫大丈夫。
He's out of control.
あの16番3連続得点。
決まってはいても乱暴にも見える連携攻撃。16番が入ってから攻撃のリズムが変わった。京谷ナイスキーな。岩泉もう一本ナイスだ。すまん。1点返した。マッキーナイス。来た。勝負だ強肩。16番に派手に攻撃させてからの金田一のブロード。自分はおとりにされることに腹を立てている。その攻撃への執着心がおとりに効力を上げているんだけど。
You're not wrong.
その牙、俺がもっと鋭くしてやる。締めていこう。あれは俺たちの知らない正常だ。金田一ナイスだ。
Hmm. Wow, wow.
必ずミドルブロッカー一人が張り付くスタイルか。上がったカバー。オーライ筐体ラスト。
He's just not getting enough pace on the ball.
ブロック3枚。打てば捕まる。一回返して。
No, is what he said. Feast or famine, baby. Somebody's scoring a point.
He definitely changes up the dynamic for them for sure.
I mean, the Karasuno has to pay attention to him for
Yeah.
sure. You can't just let him swing with one blocker.
He seems more athletic than the rest of the players. Is that accurate? Like he's a little faster, he's a little stronger, he's jumping a little better.
I mean, I would say he's more athletic than Kunimi.
Yeah, fair enough. But it's interesting, like his teammates aren't even sure what he's gonna do. He's
not a team player at all.
No. But their coach knew that they needed something to change the rhythm of the dynamic. And they haven't, Kirsten hasn't figured him out yet. So it'll be interesting. And Okawa's doing a good job of like run him. Hinata's getting sucked in a little bit by how athletic he is, focusing on him going away. It's an interesting strategy by the coach to change them. What?
I don't know. I don't like him.
Well,
that's all.
I know you don't like him, but given the way the first set went for them, I think it was a smart change.
What do you think about the attack angle discussion comment? That was a sharp approach angle.
Yeah, I mean...
There's no way in hell this guy's hitting line.
No.
It's impossible.
The only way that works is you catch the... Like, they haven't seen it before, so you catch the blockers off guard. If he does that again, you just move the block in 4 feet, and he can't score again. It's like running the double quick. Like, it works because it's a surprise, not because it's going to be effective consistently, I think. But...
It's a Seijo they haven't seen before.
Yeah.
But, at the beginning of the match, Ukai said, we don't match up well against teams that are cool and collected. This version of Seijo is not cool and collected.
No, you're right, it's not. It'll be interesting to see if they can get a beat on him, like with him only playing a set though. To see if they can either stop him or line him up or get a touch. We'll see.
He doesn't know the voice.
Come a long way, Hinata. Nice touch. No, this can't score.
He can only hit sharp or sharper, and sharper's in the net.
Sounds like somebody I know. You didn't approach like that though, but your tell or sharper angle.
Because I'm left-handed, I don't need to give it away.
It's true.
Don't get any funny ideas.
The nickname suits him so well.
Rabid.
If he gets his serve, and that's 3 really good servers they have on that team.
Oh, was that on purpose?
Yeah.
Boom. Okay. Nice.
Nice dig.
The secret play.
今が使い時だって思った。俺も思った。調子デビュー。ブレイクできるかと思ったのに。
I like that we're getting into more strategy. The coaches are making decisions. They're moving out. Like, the teams are good enough now that you can't just play and beat your opponent. Like, there's strategy involved. They've gotten to a high enough level. The moves are happening, the counter moves. They're thinking about the decisions.
What do you think the plan is with Suga?
I think that Kageyama was in the back row. I think when Kageyama goes to the front row, they're gonna sub Suga into set so that they have another rotation of 3 hitters. I think Kageyama's gonna hit in the front row.
A little 6-2 action.
Yeah. I do like that he tried to use Hinata in the back row, but he still kind of likes to swing straight on. So if you're gonna come out of the back row, you gotta move it around a little bit. I mean, it's his first attack, you gotta cut him some slack. I like that they're using him that way, but they definitely saw it coming.
Oh yeah, that thing came back real fast.
Real fast. He's getting hit a lot these days.
おい大学生、交代って不調とか怪我でする場合とピンチサーバーとかワンポイントブロッカーを入れる場合があるだろう。後者が戦術的選手交代。岩泉ナイスキー。前回の正常戦は追い詰められて苦肉の策的な交代の使い方だったけど、今回は多分勝ちを取りに行くための交代だ。
16番という異物が入って対応がさらに
Set that block up in the sharp angle, make him try the hit line.
Yeah.
はい。でもその前に。
He's feeling the rhythm now. He's gonna serve well.
来た。サブトス、いい感じ。思いっきり引っ叩かれて現実に引き戻されるような感覚。勝ちを譲れないのはお互い様で、そのための鍛錬をしてきたのはお互い様。至極当然のこと。当然のことでこんなにも恐ろしい事実。
That's an interesting way to put it.
ワイパンナイスー。
Nice. Nice swing. Get that mad dog. Didn't give Yamaguchi the chance.
入っていきなしサーブはやっぱ緊張すんな。
So fun.
でも狙うところは一つ。
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, Suga.
Yeah.
Attaboy Suga. I love this for him.
Ooh. The little switch.
Setters always set setters. Always set each other.
Look at that reaction from Suga, the passion. She's like, I'm just here to cheer on Tanaka. Strategic 1.2 setter.
That was a good adjustment.
やっぱ3年ともなるとレシーブうまいな。
なるほど。バレーはローテーションシステムで常にプレイヤーの位置が回る。前衛と後衛では役割も変わるから、ローテによって特徴があるね。そしておそらく月島サーブの時のローテが守備でも攻撃でも谷間と言える。前衛にはスパイカーが2枚しかいないし、月島は後衛でブロック不可。今までしのぐだけだったローテで積極的に点が取れるってことには。
All starts with the serve, baby.
Well, it was a really good serving strategy to take him out because he likes such a big approach and he likes to come in fast. So that was a good. I wonder if that was Ukai or I wonder if it was Suga that came up with that.
That was precision.
Yeah. And with them playing defense so well on Hinata, like being able to dig him, they needed another option.
He's
then it was just
seeing
Tanaka.
the block, he's just not putting enough jam on it.
Yeah.
To, like, cause issues.
Yeah. But the serves were good. The strategy was even better.
Suga came in, 2 great serves, made a key dig, then great transition set.
That's all you can ask for. If they can score 1 more point, that's like an ultra bonus, but he did his job.
Yeah.
And it's nice to see him get a chance to play, and not only that, but execute what he wanted to do.
Because he's always looking from the outside and he's always giving pointers to people. Like, he knows what's up.
Absolutely. He might be their like smartest volleyball mind. Like Daichi's up there, but I just feel as a setter, he's got a different perspective.
さてどうしようか。じゃあ外せばだな。
Okay.
Well, how do you do that? Oh, they have the pickle drinks?
Simple. They are for sure using the pickle drink.
やはり京谷狙い。オライ。
That's what they meant.
相変わらず対応早いな。
Over top the block. Into the seam of the defense.
That's tough.
That's a good swing.
It's pretty much undefendable.
菅さんナイスっす。ああ。くそ。同点までは持っていきたかった。
Okay, do not leave the line for Tanaka.
Too much space.
Somebody didn't watch a video. Iwazumi just taking care of business in the back row today. Nice. Ooh, straight approach, went down the line.
少し不自然なくらい攻撃を16番に集めてる感じしね。ああ。
They're letting the dog run.
Man!
Come on.
A little extra punch. Oof. The boy unloads.
He's got 1 speed, but when he's on, it's effective.
He is like a coil that just...
先に20点台に乗られちまったか。
もしこのセット落としてもカラスノは先に1セッ
Yeah,
ト取ってるし
coin flip in the
次
third.
取れば大丈夫大丈夫。
いや、このセット意地でも取った方がいい。
I
The
agree.
deciding set is always
まず
dangerous.
い気がする。
Yeah.
金田一もう一本ないっさ。
Coach point.
すいません。狙いすぎたな。行くぞ。あれが。おいしそう。
Iozumi is like passing dimes here. Watch out for sleepy guy. Matsu! Oh.
Took that in the face.
意識しないよう努めるのも意識するのと一緒だよ。
That's accurate.
He's not gonna hit his serve.
さあ来い。
Out.
I don't think so.
It looked out to me. I would challenge that.
正常にとって一か八かの賭けで、でもそれはすでに成功しているのだと思っていた。先生。
はい。また？早っ。カラスのタイムアウト使い切ったな。
I mean, you gotta give him credit. He hasn't played before, and well, he's a little, how do we say, rough around the edges.
Feast or famine, baby.
He's effective, and they don't have an answer for him right now.
He's super athletic. He like coils up that body and just like lets it go.
It looks like his head is touching the back of his feet.
Scorpion kick to the max, midair. But he's in the back row now.
He is, but I didn't think he was going to hit his serve. I think this is a good timeout. You need to break his rhythm. Like, they have to side out here. And a player like that, where looks like he plays on like emotion and feeling and like aggression, too much time to think is generally a bad thing for players like that, I think. So I think he misses the next serve, but they're in deep for this one.
Yeah, I feel like a player like him, when he's great, when he's on, he's amazing. And when he's off, he's a black hole.
Oh, absolutely. And that's the thing. It's like, he very well could be garbage in the third set, like just because he's riding the roller coaster. We'll see how he does with pressure. But Oikawa seems to have Hinata's number. Knows exactly what he's thinking, knows where he's going, reading him well, isolating his hitters. They've managed the second set very well.
Have you played with a Mad Dog style player?
I'm trying to think. I've played with athletes like him, but not quite so reckless. I didn't play with somebody who's kind of reckless to the detriment of the team's health.
Well, fair. So I meant more like feast or famine.
Oh yeah, I played with players like him.
Yeah, I think everybody.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely.
16番という新しい武器でかく乱。確実に。
I don't know if I agree with that. The lip lick.
うっせえな。分かってるよ。
Oh my gosh, I got a chill literally from my toes up to my head.
Is Yamaguchi gonna be the hero?
Oh my gosh, the goosebumps are not going away. The camera angle, Just the statement, when he first says it, you think he's talking to Grandpa Ukai or something, you know? And then they do the panning with the camera angle. Oh, great ending.
He needs another chance to go in and redeem himself. I actually thought about this after the last match. Like, for that to be the last point that he plays and then to go like a whole off season without getting a chance to redeem yourself, like, that's like psychological torture.
You were so upset when he wasn't put in set 2 and 3 against Wakunan.
Like, I can understand Coach Ukai's decision, like, from a team perspective, but like, from his perspective as an athlete, it's just so tough. It's so hard. I wanted him to be able to like go in, and even if he misses, to go for it. But
what score are we at?
I don't know, I got roasted the other day about my scorekeeping when watching matches. I want to say it's like 23-19, 23-20.
We'll see if we're right.
Something like that, maybe 22.
The tables have turned. Surprises by both teams. Karasuno's growth and their new, you know, stuff that they have worked on, and now Mad Dog being thrown into the mix.
I think it's actually really impressive, and like kudos to Karasuno that they got skilled enough to beat Seijo at their own game. Like, they went in.
Yeah, what do you mean by that?
Well, so I mean, Seijo was always pretty skilled overall. They have a couple good servers. Generally, they receive well. They don't make errors. Like, they play, you know, quote unquote clean volleyball for the most part. And Oyakawa elevates everybody around him. I know you don't want me to say that, but he does.
No, it was how you said his name.
Okay.
I got it.
Fair enough. And Karasuno was always kind of a little more athletic, a little more wild, and they learned to play consistently enough to just come in and beat them kind of at their own style, which I think is a huge testament to how good they've gotten.
Yeah.
And that in and of itself, in a relatively short period of time, is like, well done. But they weren't expecting, like, Seijo had a hidden weapon, and
yeah,
we'll see if they can figure it out and find an answer to him. And if they don't, they're just gonna have to hope that he can't continue playing like that. And that's a tough way to play.
Yeah, that is not a place you want to be in.
There was one thing, and I know you'll remember his name and I don't, the guy watching in the stands.
Shimada? The guy with glasses?
Yeah. Who he said, I think the third set is like goes to the team, or starts the same way the other one. And how do you feel about that statement? What do you think about that? Does that resonate with you or not?
I mean, from personal experience, like, if I have won the first set, I'm doing everything I can to not make it go 3.
100%. I'm not disagreeing with that point. But if it does go to 3, like, do you think that the team that
you
won...
often do see the team that comes back. I mean, you often see it. I don't know the statistics on that. That's more of a you department.
Fair. I don't have them handy.
I think if it's a blowout, it usually goes in favor of the team that won the most recent.
Yeah.
But if it's a back and forth, then...
Yeah, fair enough. I can get behind that.
Well, we're moving through it.
It's gonna go 3. I don't see...
Seijo seems to have a decent lead here at the end.
Yeah, and even though Mad Dog has gone to the back row, like, they're good enough that they're not gonna give up like 7-3, 7-2 points. I just don't think that that's gonna happen.
Well, we're gonna have to find out.
I guess so.
Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, we'd be so excited if you'd like this video, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned because we gotta finish off set 2 and see what happens. Will it be the end of the match? Are we going to a third set? It's yet to be determined.
Only Sarah knows, or maybe she doesn't.
Because sometimes I don't know what's happening. All right, you guys, thanks so much. We'll see you for more Haikyu next week.